Hey guys, welcome back. I have fossils. Can't you donate them? I think I forgot to donate them yesterday. Whoops. Oh, there's another one. Do they still have the, I always do this by default, because you used to be able to run over them and then you would fall in. There was pitfalls. I don't know if they still do that. You. I had to. Yeah, I said I didn't really have a lot of notes. I don't know. I guess I. Do I have that? That just looks like a moth. I think I caught a moth already. Oh, where is he? Ah, where'd he go? Okay. Yeah. And I had a ball doing it. I'm glad they're still doing the puns. That was the thing about, I played the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp thing, and the first thing I noticed was like, no puns. 0 out of 10. Yeah. I guess I felt kind of good last week talking about like protests and stuff. I felt talking about important stuff, or even sometimes I talk about like my personal life and why I'm not feeling great, and that feels like important to talk about. But then there are days like today when I have a note about some stupid stock market thing I read, and I think, well, this isn't going to be a great one. But if I just talked every day about just like my life and how I'm sad all the time or whatever, that's not true. I'm not sad all the time. Sometimes I am watching TV and I am not thinking about it. I recorded a pretty long video. I don't know when I'm gonna post it. Probably before this one airs. I'm getting close. What was the video about? Oh, just about like my quarter life crisis or whatever. I thought of a good title. I really like the idea. A quarter life half lived. I like that title. Dear me. So I'll talk about the stock market. Sorry if it's boring. And I don't really know what I'm talking about, so. I guess I was interested because before when the stock market was going down before, when the whole coronavirus thing happened, I was looking up and reading and reading people projecting, well, what's going to happen? How low is it going to go? How long is this going to last? The recovery. Everybody seemed to say it's going to take a long time. It's going to drop really low. The Dow's going to drop. Sorry. The Dow's going to drop below 15,000, and then it'll take like 2 years for it to get back above 20,000. Then that didn't happen. Well, the reason why I was watching it is because I do have some money in like retirement accounts and stuff. So I was thinking, well, when should I invest it? Probably when it drops the lowest. And I was really stressed at work, so I wasn't really thinking about it. I say that because I was stupid. I should have invested it when it dropped, and I didn't. I invested it when it was like at when the Dow was at like 22,000. Because that was when people started to say it's probably not going to go down. I was reading some articles about, well, the third quarter is probably going to be okay. And so I was just like, well, whatever. I don't want to miss out on the gains. But if I was paying closer attention, I probably should have. Well, what I'm doing now is, which is kind of fun, there are markers that I've set that if it drops below this point, then I'll invest some money. If it drops below this point, I'll invest some money. And I always look at the Dow, which I really shouldn't, because my money's invested in the S&P index. But they're both kind of the same. But I was thinking, okay, if the Dow drops below 22,000, then you can invest $1,000. If it drops below another 1,000, invest another $1,000, something like that. I felt kind of like a genius thinking of that, but it's probably what everybody. Oh, I don't think you can donate shells, right? But yeah, if I would have invested money when it was at 18,000, I would have been smart because it jumped 7,000 points in the past month. So I only got like a quarter of that gain. I missed it. But it's kind of fun. What was the article about? Oh, I was reading an article about the Fed because, I was wondering why did these people who wrote these articles during the crash, they got it very wrong. They thought it would take so much longer and it would drop so much lower. Why were they so wrong? And the answer is that this is what I kept seeing them mention the Fed. Oh, what's in there? The Federal Reserve is injecting trillions of dollars into banks, which I guess the investors or the people who wrote these articles, they didn't know was going to happen. How much time do I have left? I don't know. I might run out of time. This is a long topic. So, this idea of the Fed injecting money is weird, and I don't know if I totally understand it, but it's kind of interesting. The Fed can kind of just print money. They don't print it, they electronically just insert it into banks. And then they get back securities from banks, I guess. And then when the securities mature, the banks pay the money back. Oop, got him. It's easier when you listen to the bloops. Ooh, what's that? It's a sea bass. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand that pun. It's I'd say it's a C plus. Sea bass. I don't understand. C bad? A bad C plus? I don't get it. C minus? It doesn't make sense. Okay, you gotta work on your puns, Animal Crossing. I guess they've done it for so long, they run out of puns. Okay, I've got it. Don't get sidetracked. So, the Fed can kind of inject as much money as they want into banks. And so, I think they do this because they're doing this now because to help with small businesses take out loans because they're not working as much, so they need money. And they need loans from banks, and if the banks can't give them loans, then they might go out of business, and then that would cause the stock market to crash even more and take longer to recover. I guess nobody's ever, maybe there was some uncertainty because it's never really happened like this before, where the Fed basically says, we'll just keep injecting money, as much money as we need to, as long as we need to. $100 trillion, I don't care, just keep doing it. And that's kind of what they said they would do, but I don't know if maybe the investors were, or the people who wrote the article were like, oh, but are they really going to do that? And they kind of are doing that. I think the only downside to just injecting money forever is that if the loans can't get repaid that the banks pay out, then the banks can't pay back the securities, and then the Fed has to do something with the Treasury where like they pay profit on the bonds and stuff. So that's bad. I don't know exactly what happens, but it's interesting. I remember reading Ron Paul didn't like that the Fed was doing this. He was saying, you're inflating the economy unnaturally and you're creating bubbles. And the economy's inflated more than it should be, so it's when it crashes, it's going to crash harder, and you should try more sustainable stuff or whatever he said. I don't know. Let's just collect some stuff. Oh no. What am I doing with all this nonsense? I think I already have that. Yep. What do I do? Just throw it away? It's litter. Okay. But yeah, obviously, I mean, if the banks can't repay the loans, or they can't... Oh, what's that? That looks like a thing. That would be bad. It's a thing. Huh. That's fun. You can use bait. You never used to be able to do that before. So I was reading a JP Morgan article, an article about JP Morgan today, and they were saying stuff like, because the stock market just went down by like 2,000 points yesterday, and then it bounced back today, and this article was saying, oh, this is a sign that investors are going to be more bullish. And it makes me think, like, these people who write these articles, they have no idea what they're talking about. They look at one day and think, this is how it's going to be. But if the coronavirus thing comes back, it's going to crash again. Oh, no, I wanted to sell stuff. So it's kind of fun. I've been watching the stock market and actually kind of having some fun. Like every day at work, I kind of look at the Dow and see what it's doing. Because if it goes down, that's kind of good for me, because that means I can invest money, and eventually it's going to go back up. But if it goes up, that's good because I have money in there already. So it's fun to see. Like I put in $5,000 last year and it made a couple $100. Woo! It's fun. I don't know. It's nice to have a fun thing because I never do anything fun. Making money is fun. Who would have known? Yeah, I'm thinking about when I played the original Animal Crossing the first time. there was this thing where I would just save all my money to upgrade the house. Oops. And I would feel bad buying stuff like furniture, because I would think, well, I'm wasting my money on the furniture, but I really want to upgrade the house. So I like that. I kind of like that they introduced the Nook Miles thing. I'm on board with it. I didn't feel like I did a good job talking about that today. I wanted to talk about stock market bubbles. Maybe I'll do that a little bit tomorrow. I always feel smart talking about bubbles because I know a tiny little bit about it, and it's pretty easy to understand, so you feel smart explaining it, even though I'm sure everybody knows what it is. I think I've probably even done it before, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it again. And I'll talk to her tomorrow. Should I be doing anything different? Let me know. I'm just talking about random crap nobody cares about. I don't know. What does PewDiePie do? WWPPD. What would PewDiePie do? Okay. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.